and welcome to another episode of Common Mistakes. Today, we are going to discuss one of the more frustrating mistakes, in my opinion, which is being unsystematic with your distribution.
Hi, my name is Laura Meyer, and I am the founder and CEO of Envision Horizons. Over the last 4 years, I have helped over 100 brands successfully sell on Amazon and Walmart. My clients range in size from emerging startups to Fortune 500, and I've seen firsthand the wins and losses brands have experienced on these marketplaces, which is why I have created this series so we can all learn from one another. This is Common Mistakes.
All right, let's discuss a very hot topic here at Envision Horizons, which is distribution leakage. Today, we are going to discuss the top 3 reasons why you should have a button-up distribution channel and only work with partners you can trust. Reason number 1, the battle for the buy box and price erosion. When there's distribution leakage, that inventory almost always appears on Amazon. There's an entire industry built on retail arbitrage where sellers buy inventory from random distributors, liquidation sales, or even going to their local TJ Maxx on a regular basis to find popular items to sell on Amazon. While I admire the hustle of these entrepreneurs, it can cause major issues for brands. When there is a battle for the buy box, the price of the product often drops below MAP pricing, which can cause a chain reaction and price erosion across other retail partners. No buy box also means your sponsored product ads are no longer being served, which will ultimately slow your brand's growth on Amazon. Before I jump into the second reason, I do want to quickly touch on the concept of the buy box. The buy box is something that Amazon invented several years ago that really differentiated them from who at their time was their largest competitor, which was eBay. What the buy box does is it allows any seller selling this product to actually show up on a uniform page tied to the product rather than tied to the seller themselves. The buy box today is the add to cart button, and you can always see below who's currently winning the buy box by the sold by area that you can see here. In the case of this Mrs. Meyer's concentration soap, there are several other sellers selling this product. This is an example of distribution leakage of a KMS group and a KH enterprise. Reason number 2, the risk of negative customer experience and negative customer reviews. When another seller is selling your ASINs, there's no guarantee that the product is new and authentic. I have seen firsthand brands experience massive sales drops because rogue sellers are selling expired products and in some cases, counterfeit products. This has led to a complete nightmare in terms of brand growth because once negative reviews are posted, it is nearly impossible to get Amazon to remove them. Reason number 3 is inconsistent branding and conflictive motives. There is nothing that makes me cringe more than bad e-commerce images. And when unauthorized sellers or just third-party sellers in general are selling products, they, in many cases, are copying and pasting images available on Google as a way to get up listings as quickly as possible. They do not necessarily put in the same amount of effort into user experience and branding as you, the brand owner, would take. As a brand owner, you work so hard to build your brand equity. Amazon should be both a brand awareness and sales channel. Unfortunately, when third party sellers are selling your products on Amazon, they have very different motives than you do. Their motives are simply to move product and get the best margin possible. Therefore, they most likely are not going to have the same customer care that you would, and they most likely won't even have advertising dollars behind moving your product and gaining market share. Now that I've highlighted all the reasons why you don't want to have bad distribution, let's talk about ways that you can avoid it and potentially reel it back in should you be having buy box issues. Number one is to, of course, have the right partners from the very beginning and to ensure that you have exclusive contracts with them in where they are selling and if they're selling to others. Number two is to not sell to liquidation partners, whatever you do. As I mentioned earlier in the episode, it almost always appears on Amazon. Number three is if this really becomes a huge issue for you, and this takes dedication, you could have unique identifiers for each distributor that you supply inventory to and use that as a way to identify the leakage by ordering the product on Amazon and then looking for that unique identifier. The fifth way is if you're eligible and sell in the beauty category, Amazon does have premium and professional beauty where they do help eliminate any rogue third-party sellers, but at an additional cost. In conclusion, if you are investing in selling on Amazon, you need to have your distribution tight. If you haven't already started selling on Amazon but plan to, I recommend contacting your distribution partner soon so that you can set expectations that you'll be taking over the channel.